We support minimum unit pricing because we've got a very long-term view of our business in Scotland. We've been brewing Tennent's Lager or Tennent's beer since 1556. We'd like to be brewing in another 500 years, and that means we've got to act responsibly and in a sustainable way with our consumers. So there's a very important principle there, which means that we think minimum unit pricing is a useful step. Additionally, there was a clear democratic mandate at the last election in Scotland to introduce minimum unit pricing in the election, and we think it's appropriate to continue to support that. So for those two principled reasons, we've always supported this initiative. It's a level playing field. The advantage of minimum unit pricing over so many other schemes is the price relates to the amount of alcohol in the product you sell, which means it affects all alcoholic categories the same way. Whereas other schemes may well affect some categories and not others. So this way it's fair. I understand why open market economists would say it's the right thing to do, but the fact is we do have a social issue in Scotland with a particularly tricky relationship with alcohol that needs action, and this is a sensible step. I wouldn't ever argue that minimum unit pricing is the answer, but it's a useful step. And I think there's very clear evidence that some people are buying at very low prices and consuming to very high degrees, and it would be useful to reduce that element. Well, the best case scenario is that minimum unit pricing is a decision that the Scottish Government is allowed to implement themselves, and they do so on the basis that they've already described it, with a period of time for it to be trialled and then removed if it's not working. And I really hope that works. I think if it doesn't happen, then we're putting health and lives at risk by continuing to delay.